All right, let's have a look at question 7d. So we've got 5x squared minus 10x minus 40, and we're solving for x. Now, as I look at this, it does seem that the a value, the a coefficient, if you like, of the quadratic of the x squared, does happen to be a non-1 value. It's 5 rather than a 1. And so you might be thinking, oh gosh, we've got to go through the rigmarole of splitting the x value, or by decomposition, or by division, and so on. But it's not the case. And again, the key is to notice that we've got the coefficients here are all divisible by 5, including the 0 at the other end, I might add. So we can divide everything by 5. And by doing that, that coefficient at the start, which looks troublesome, disappears. Well, 5 divided by 5 leaves me with an x squared. 5 goes into negative 10 negative 2 times. 5 goes into negative 40 minus 8 times. Now our life is a whole bunch easier. So let's have a look at how to do this one. So we've got, let's have a look. We've got factors of 8 are 1 and 8, 2 and 4, and that is our lot, really. So now put our 2 brackets in. We look at the sign here. This is a negative, which means the signs must be different. We notice that we've got numbers here that add or subtract to 2. 1 and 8 in no combination will add or subtract to a negative 2, but a 2 minus a 4 or 4 minus a 2 will give a 2 of some sort, yes? So I put my x in, then I ask, well, I've got signs are different, plus and minus, minus and plus, doesn't matter which order they go in. But we notice that of the 2 numbers we've got here, the biggest number must go next to the negative. Which is the biggest number? It's the 4. So I put the 4 next to the negative because the biggest is negative. The 2 goes next to the other one. And we're ready to go ahead and to solve. So, by the way, if you weren't sure, you could say, well, x times x is x squared. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. And we've got a 2x and a negative 4x, negative 2x. And of course, we've got a 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And so it works well. Now we can say, therefore, either x plus 2 is 0. Therefore, of course, x must equal negative 2, because if I subtract 2 from that, subtract 2, I've got x is negative 2. Or I've got x minus 4 is 0. Therefore, x must equal 4. That is, if I add 4 to that side, add 4 to that side, x is equal to 4. So we can say, therefore, x equals negative 2 or x equals 4. And again, we could write this in set builder notation, which would be perfectly acceptable as well. Remembering, of course, when we do this, to put the smallest value first, and so on. And that's how I would express my answer.